Every evening, with the dusking of the skies in Kakuma, a fleet of lorries and buses religiously makes its way to the Kakuma refugee camp from Nadapal at the Turkana border. Today, at least 400 asylum seekers from South Sudan are on board. Men, women and children forced to run from a country that only 3 years ago held so much hope for them as the youngest nation, now turned into a battlefield that has left their families dead and the entire country in limbo. It's been 3 weeks since a ceasefire was agreed to by the South Sudan government and rebels. But these families do not want to take any chances, opting to seek refuge at the Kakuma camp until the conflict is fully resolved.
We have received 14,000 asylum seekers through Nadapal.
So they start life from the very beginning, receiving the basics, a metal plate for their food and a thin sisal woven mat to lay their heads on at night. But they are not complaining, far from it.
When I came here now, I'm safe. I'm safe because there is no more bullet.
They are fighting is many people is dying.
It's okay. I'll be okay now.
Under the blanket of darkness, and Kakuma comes alive. Most of these young ones who had been forced to take sides in the war now having to worry only about a game of poker, their relief visible in their faces and demeanor. From harm to home is the objective here at the Kakuma refugee camp. And though this may not necessarily be home to these refugees, most of them are just glad that when they sit outside like the ones behind me, they're not afraid of gunshots or fighting. But the reality that is congestion at the refugee camp cannot be ignored as more and more refugees continue to flock from across the border every single day.
The capacity of this reception center is 2,000 asylum seekers at one go, but it reached a time that we were holding 4,000 asylum seekers. We had to open 2 more reception centers on the other side of the camp. One is called Marakal and one was called Juba. So they were all full at a certain point, and so it meant everything was stretched.
The capacity of the new land is like 25,000, and as we speak, we have settled 13,000 new arrivals in that camp, and this land will fully be occupied in the coming 3 to 4 weeks, and therefore there is an urgent need to locate a new land.
Ordinary people living not so ordinary lives in a foreign country that is struggling to take them all in without busting its seams. Evelyn Wambui, Citizen TV, Kakuma.